your gang. There is a man that'll bring that violence. You don't post, you don't snap.
Alright, so boom, gang. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. My name's Beefs. Make sure you like, share. Don't forget to subscribe. On the road to 1,000. And follow me on Instagram, Uta_beefs. So boom, gang. Before I get into this, before I get into the review, let me say a big thank you to Daniel, the boss man at Kral Surplus Store, for letting me borrow this rifle to do a review. And gang, obviously you know Kral Surplus Store is my second home. So if this rifle does shoot good and you're looking into getting one for a decent price, Surplus Store. Let's get into the box now. Let me show you what comes in the box. And we're going to talk about some things that's wrong with these Kral people as well. But let's start with this. When you open the box, you get your user's manual. And then inside of the user's manual, you get your chronograph reading of how the rifle is shooting. With this one, they use RWF Superfields in 177. The 8.3 grains, and this rifle is shooting at 11.62 is the highest reading, and 11.36 is the lowest reading. So it's quite consistent, this little rifle, you get me? So yeah, you get the user's manual and you get a chronograph reading. You get some bubble wrap to keep the rifle safe in there, so there's too much bumping about. And then gang, this is how the rifle comes. Hopefully you lot can see that. But let's get into it. Let me show you what's in the case now. So boom, first thing, you get a Kral arm sticker. If you buy a hard case, sorry I forgot to say, it doesn't come in a hard case, it comes in a box, so you're gonna have to buy a hard case. But yeah, you get your sticker with it. In this little pocket here, you get an Allen key. You get a probe with 2 extra O-rings just in case these ones on the probe burst. In this little bag, you got some lube or some grease. I don't know why they would do that, bro. We've got our own stuff, but obviously, yeah, they put it in there for some reason. And then next, we got the single shot loader. I won't be using this in this video, because the single shot loader is a pants. I'll give you a close up if anything. So you get the single shot loader and you get some spare O-rings just in case you're gonna service the rifle or do your technical stuff with it, you get me? Next, we got two 14-shot magazines. I hate these magazines. I might give you a close-up later, but it's basically the same as all of the other Kral magazines, but this one hasn't got a clear front cover, so yeah, they kind of switched it up. But yeah, that's what comes in the box, gang. And then obviously you get the rifle. So let me put these stuff away quickly, then we're gonna get into the rifle. All right, so boom, gang, this is the Kral Arms Empire XS in 177. The XS stands for extra short, you get me? But I like the shortness of this rifle. It's a decent rifle, but gang, let's get into it now. So boom, as always, we're gonna start from the back. Let me get rid of this rest quickly. Alright, so boom, gang, let's start from the back. You got your rubber butt pad, which is adjustable. What you do is press this little button on the side, and you can slide it up or down, whatever fits good in your shoulder. and then it clicks back into place. I like that. Get me? So boom, let's go to the top now. You got your cheek piece with it, which is adjustable as well. You can move it forward or backward to whatever feels good when you're shouldering. In front of that now, you got your breech, where the magazine goes, or your single shot tray. Kind of chunky, so you know when I'm shooting, I'm going to be loading it with my fingers. I'm not going to be using the magazine or the single shot loader. So boom, gang, let's go down. Now let's start from the top. You got your Picatinny rail for your scope mounts. I'm not sure if it's 20 MOA. I'm looking at it. It kind of does look like it, but I'm not gonna say. Below that now, you got your air tank, which is a 200cc air tank, 200 bar max fill. Little and chunky, I kind of like it. On top of the air tank, you got your cocking lever. Quite decent. It's smooth but stiff. I just think it needs wearing in. But it's smooth but stiff, definitely. Oh, safety. And you can decock it as well by pulling it back, pressing the trigger and then just riding it forward. Let's go to the trigger now. The trigger is a 2-stage adjustable trigger. In front of the trigger now, you got your safety. Push it out. No. Push it out to fire. Push it in towards you to safety, sorry. And it locks in. Let's go down to, now let's go in front now. In front, this is your dust cap which covers the fill port. You just twist to expose the hole. Use the fill probe. Gas him up. On the front of the rifle now, you got a little shroud. It's only about 3 inches, which covers the barrel. I'm not sure about the barrel. I'm gonna explain why in a sec, but I think it's a 320mm barrel, just like the Kral MPO2. You get me? So we got the shroud on the barrel, and on the front of the shroud, it's 1/2 inch UNF threaded, so you can fit one of your favorite silencers on there, or the best silencer that keeps it quiet. You get me? Alright, then let's go down to the stock now, gang. Obviously the rifle is Turkish, it's a Turkish brand, so they got Turkish walnut on it. Turkish walnut as the stock. It's nice, it's heavy, so when you're bench resting, I reckon that's gonna keep the rifle from jumping about, you get me? With the recoil and everything, so yeah. Also the grip, you can see the ergonomics on it. It's got the finger grooves in there and everything, and it's stippled, so if your hands are wet or you're sweating, you're gonna have the grip, you get me? It's decent. This thing underneath, I saw this yesterday when I was doing the unboxing. I don't know what that is, but obviously the cocking handle as well, sorry. You can change sides. It's on the right hand side, but you can move it to the left, which is quite decent. I don't know if you lot can see as well, but the whole cocking handle is part of all of this, you know. Like when you cock this, you can see this bit down here moving basically. So it's like it had a cocking handle at the back, but they just done all of this so they can put the cocking handle above the trigger basically. But yeah, it's decent. It could be a Kral puncher breaker, you know, just redesigned, but I'm not sure. So gang, that's the Kral Empire XS in 177. But let me talk to you some things that are wrong with this. I'm not gonna say the rifle, let me say the whole brand as a whole. So watch this. Alright, so boom, gang. Let me start off with the user's manual. I've had the Kral MPO2 and I've had this Kral, yeah? Both of them got the same user manuals, which is not for the exact rifles. Like, this user manual is not for this rifle. These are all for the Kral puncher. You get me? Like, I'm gonna give you a close-up, but none of these pictures in here relate to this rifle. It's all the Kral puncher. I think that's stupid. It even says the puncher down there. Look, the fill port is on the bottom, where this one's on the front. Look, it's got a whole sporter stock on it. It don't make sense. So one thing, the user's manual, they need to fix up with that, man. People want to learn about their rifles, not the puncher. I know when he got a puncher. 2, the trigger blade. I don't know if you lot can see, I might give you lot a close up, but the trigger blade is way down low. So when you press the trigger, you're actually hitting the wood. I haven't got a Allen key small enough to fit this trigger, or I would have moved it up, but yeah, you're basically hitting the wood when you press the trigger, for real. What else is there I could talk about? I think that's it, because I'm not gonna down the company. Like I said, I like this rifle, but... So gang, before we start shooting, there's a couple things that I gotta say, so let's get into that quickly. So boom, earlier you heard me saying I didn't know if the Picatinny rail was 20 MOA. There's a screw here, I don't know if you lot can see. If you unscrew that, you can move the front of the rail up or down. So basically you can make it 20 MOA, or you can make it level kind of thing. But you just gotta unscrew this and this goes up or down. Secondly, I took off the shroud because that little mock silencer that I had on, it was kind of loud. So I took off the shroud, I put the Viroc silencer on there. If you know about the Viroc silencer, it will quiet down anything. So really, the only thing you can hear now is the action from the rifle. Thirdly, I didn't mention this in the review part, but you lot can see there's no place to put a bipod rail for a bipod, basically. You get me? Did you lot hear that gunshot in the background? Someone shooting a shotgun at the bottom of the range. But yeah, there's no place to put a bipod, you get me? So big up Dan at Crawley Surplus Store. He let me borrow this as well. This is a Altec Stafera mini tripod. Also, it comes with a V-mount as well. Gang, if you're gonna buy this rifle, this is a nice addition. It's only £25, and like me record the camera footage and getting camera footage and that, I can attach my camera to this if I wanted to as well. It's got extendable legs, so you can get a little height, and if you unscrew this, you can raise this as well, and then the V-mount, that just screws off. Cool. So yeah, also in the middle of it, you got like a little suction cup thing. I don't know what it's called, but a little suction cup. So, say like with the table, it will stick down to the table, so it does get more stable. It does get more sturdy, sorry, but, oh, there it is. It does get more sturdy, but it sticks to the table, so there ain't that much moving about. So if you do get this rifle, this is a perfect addition for it if they ain't got any custom or aftermarket bipod rails or anything, you get me? So, alright, so boom, gang. I done a mini pellet test with a couple different pellets, and 8.44 grain Air Arms Diablo, Air Arms Field, sorry, group the best. So I'm gonna give you two 5-shot groups at 50 yards. I got 2 dots down there. I'm gonna give them 5 shots each. That's it, camera's rolling. So let's go. Alright, I messed up with that shot, but boom, gang, we got another dot. So the next 5 at the next dot now, on the right. Last one now. Alright, so boom, gang. That's 2 5-shot groups with the 8.44 grain Air Arms Fields. Let me go down there, get the card, and let's take a look at the groups. So boom, gang, let's take a look at these groups quickly. And as always, I got my trusty 5p or 5 pence piece, and remember, it's 80 millimeters in diameter. So quickly, let's take a look at these groups. The first group on the left, I got 2 through here, 1, 1, 1. I can get 3 under the 5p, either way. So yeah, let's check the second group now, and I got 3 through here, 1, 1. So we got 4 in that group. Here we can get 4 in that group, which is it's quite decent for the little Kral. I can't lie, I have to remember it's got, I think anyway, I can't remember the user manual was on some next rifle. So for a little 320mm barrel, I think that's quite decent, man. But boom, gang, let me end this video quickly. Alright, so boom, gang, that's it from the Kral Empire XS in 177. Big thank you to Daniel at Crawley Surplus Store for letting me borrow it for the review. Remember, it's in Surplus Store. I'm not saying the price. You'll have to go in store, check it out, or call them. Get me? So big thank you for letting me borrow the rifle. And this as well, gang. Remember, if you do get the rifle, this is another good addition. The Altex Staffera mini tripod with the V mount. So gang, I'm out. And we also hit 1,000 subscribers. So gang, thank you for that. Thank you for the support all year. This year we're gonna have some fun again. So boom, gang, I'm out.